Hi everyone, welcome back, and I'm just going to say right now before the video starts that if you are expecting the question to be a really good, really competitive deck, you're going to have a bad time. It is not that good. It is just some random deck that someone threw together. It is just a bunch of random big stuff. So if you are expecting a competitive video, then stop the video right here because it's this isn't it. With that out of the way, welcome back. This is another video of me playing Pokemon trading card game. Here we will be seeing my fairy deck that I featured a little bit last week against this person with, well, a little bit of everything. The reason I named this video question is because I don't really know what to call it. There's a little bit of everything in there. It doesn't revolve around anything. There's just a bunch of stuff that this person had in their collection, and they decide, you know what, I'm just going to throw this together, call it a deck. Which is basically how most people start their very first deck when they first get into the game, basically. So, but they were excited to be recorded. I promised them that I would record a match between us and put it on YouTube, so that's why this is going up. I do feel bad that I don't have a smaller, less competitive deck to do, but I would still basically annihilate him because any deck would basically be better than this. Not to say that he did a bad job making his deck, he just worked with the cards he had, and those don't happen to be very good cards. That being said, he did very well, he was very mature, he played the very best he could with the cards he had, and hopefully you'll enjoy this match anyway if you're still around to watch it. Once again, I promise you, it's not competitive. There's not much else that I can really say. He did start out with a full art Celebi, which is an amazingly beautiful card, and he decided not to bench anything else. Anyway, I didn't see what I started out with. It might have been a Spritzy. So he's going to put out his prizes there. And he just went a different colored sleeve because, well, they're pretty. Now I started out with my Virizion, and I went first. I attached Prism Energy to Virizion, and I am sorry, last time I got a bunch of comments of people saying I said Blend instead of Prism. Yes, I did. And I am sorry. And someone off to the side was asking what Prism Energy does, and I just pulled it off to show them. So, what Prism Energy does is when it's attached to a basic Pokemon, it provides every kind of energy, but only one energy at a time. So kind of like Rainbow Energy, except it's only for basic Pokemon. You can always put it to a non-basic, like an Evolution or a Mega, but then it'll be just a colorless energy. So it's just better to put it onto just basic Pokemon. And unfortunately with this with this deck, oh man, I think I just remembered that I put it onto Raichu a lot as a colorless, which is fine because when it goes on a Raichu it doesn't need to be fairy, but I think I transferred it afterwards. We'll see if I actually did that here. I'm just trying to remember if I ever actually did that. I might have. Oops. But regardless, if I ever see myself doing that, then I will make sure to never do that again, because after I explained it just now, I just realized, I might have done that with Raichu and Aromatisse. And that's why people don't run Prism in this deck, because Rainbow does it no matter if it's a basic or an evolution. Even if you take one damage counter when you attach Rainbow from your hand, you still... you can, heal that off with potions and stuff like that. That's no big deal. It'll still count as a fairy energy no matter where it is. So here he got some pretty good stuff off of his N. He got a Toxicroak EX, Mew EX, and Esper. He attaches a Psychic Energy to the Celebi EX and passes. Celebi EX has an ability called Time Reversal, which lets your... on your side, you can, if you wish, use your own evolved Pokemon's pre-evolution's attacks. So basically, it's basically teched best into Charizard, particularly Mega Charizard. If you Mega Evolve, almost always Mega Charizard has a really costly attack, and regular Charizard has less costly attacks. So if you Mega Evolve, you'll want Celebi on your bench just to use previous attacks if you need to. You do not want to do 300 damage to a 70 HP Trubbish, for example. And right there I used Emerald Slash for 50 against the Celebi, and he's going to attach a Water Energy to Celebi. Like I said, it's just a bunch of random stuff. I have a double colorless, a super potion, and a sycamore, and I'm just going to play the sycamore. I got rid of the double colorless energy, but that's fine. I had no use for it right there. It's really only for a Raichu anyway. I got Raichu, but not Pikachu off of that, and there's nothing else I can do. I'm just going to Emerald Slash for another 50. So that's 100 damage on the Celebi, and again, I apologize for the glare. It just seems the glare is following my camera around all the time now. He's about to attach a Psychic Energy, but then he realizes he cannot use Celebi's actual attack if he does that. Celebi's attack, I don't remember what it's called, requires a Grass Energy and 2 colorless. So he just ended up passing. He really could have attached that Psychic Energy to something else, but he is not that strategic. He doesn't really know that you can do that. I think people try to explain to him. It's just a little beyond him right now. Definitely, you know, sometime soon he'll figure it all out, and he'll probably be a really good player. For now, he just has a bunch of random cards, and he's just playing to have fun, not to be competitive. Level balled for Pikachu there, and Emerald Slash for knockout. Got my first prize, and as you can see, we're halfway through the video, and that was the first prize, so this is going to end really quick. He put up the Mew EX. Not sure what he could do here. He's going to draw for his turn. He drew a Professor Sycamore. He's going to play Professor Sycamore. Discard his hand and draw 7 new cards. Mew's versatile ability lets him use any other Pokemon's attack provided he has those energy. He could even use the attacks of my Pokemon, but he needs an electric energy for Pikachu's Nuzzle, which requires a coin flip and only paralyzes. It doesn't do any damage. He needs psychic energy to do basically anything else. He's going to attach a water energy. No? He didn't have basically anything in his hand. I top decked a max potion. It's basically useless since I have no energy on the board. Double colorless energy to Raichu, which I just evolved into. Now Raichu can use Circle Circuit. Right now it would do 60 damage because I have 3 benched Pokemon. I'm probably just going to Emerald Slash here for 50. Yep. And my opponent, well, first of all, I'll mention that with Fairy decks, you don't want to attack with Virizion. You want that thing on the bench. That's its only use. Yeah, he attached a water energy to his field and passed, and I have 2 Aromatisse in play, not that it really matters. One would have been more than enough against this deck, but oh well. I'm just going to Skyla here, probably for an Ultra Ball or a Level Ball or something. Definitely got the Ultra Ball. Just seeing what else I have. I'm going to Ultra Ball away both Evo Sodas, because they're basically useless now, and I'm just going to get the Gold Zekrom for show off. Ooh, the camera caught that very well. Look at that pretty art on that Gold Zekrom. And as I said, don't worry, it's like double sleeved in there. It's in a penny sleeve and then the regular sleeve, so it's as safe as it gets. And I shuffled this deck very carefully. It's just in there for fun. I could retreat in a Raichu here. Yeah, I'm just going to retreat in a Raichu and knock this Mew out. No need to prolong this this agony. I'm going to Fairy Transfer. Oh, yeah, well, I ruined it. Yep, I just completely ruined it. Those Prism Energy, when they attached to Aromatisse, were colorless. I should have, I'm guilty. I'm guilty of breaking the rules. In a real situation, if that had been caught right there, then I would have just left the prisms there and that would have been that. In this situation, I think that's a game loss. I am so sorry. It completely slipped my mind that Prism Energy are not Fairy Energy when they're attached to an evolved Pokemon. So, yep, I did that in this game. And there we go, that's a Rainbow Energy. That's still a Fairy Energy when it's attached to anything. And I play a Fairy Garden. And Raichu has free retreat, so I can easily just retreat that for free without any kind of cost whatsoever. Regardless, I feel incredibly horrible now that I did that. Let this be a lesson to all of you. If you ever see people playing with Prism Energy, remember, it does not count as every energy when it's attached to an evolved Pokemon. It's only every kind of energy when it's attached to a basic Pokemon. I completely forgot that here. That's my fault. I promise it won't happen again, but regardless, in this situation, I really should have received a game loss. Which means technically my opponent won. Even though I'm ahead on prizes, he hasn't taken a single one. He has yet to put damage on me. Well, there we go. He used Toxicroak's triple poison attack. In between turns, he put 2 extra damage counters on. So if you paired that with Verbank, that's 50 damage counters from poison in between turns. That's amazing. That's a bit overpowered for poison, but yeah. Well, I'm just going to keep going through this video and pretend like like that misplay never happened. I am, well, I played the potion right there. Got rid of all that damage on Raichu. I could retreat here into Zekrom or to Virizion. Actually, it looks like I'm going to go into Virizion. And yeah, there at least we did something right, because Virizion would have prevented the poison if I had had a Fairy Energy on me. I did not. I had colorless energy on me. If the Prism Energy were on me, then even that would be colorless. But the point being, at least we did something right. Anyway, so I knocked out the Toxicroak, got 2 prizes. He's going to promote his Spheal with a water energy already on it. He's going to attach another one and use Ice Fang for 0 because I'm resistant to water. That's unfortunate. And there's nothing else he can do. He only has energy in his hand. I'm going to evolve my second Pikachu into Raichu and Emerald Slash for knockout. That's the game. And I am so sorry. Well, at least I caught it on camera, so, you know, it's not like I try to hide these things. I would never play this particular deck in a tournament setting. This is just for fun, so don't worry, I would never actually do this in a tournament to cheat to win. I'm definitely going to fix that in the future, and I have another video coming up for you guys, so once again, sorry for that, but thanks everyone for watching, and stay tuned for more.